What if I told you that the difference between being broke and building lasting wealth often comes down to just one simple habit? Not talent, not luck, not even your current income. There is a powerful but often overlooked behavior. It consistently separates those who thrive financially from those who remain stuck in survival mode. Today we're diving deep into that one game-changing habit that can transform your mindset, your results, and your entire life trajectory. If you've ever felt like you're working hard but getting nowhere financially, this video is for you. Because this isn't just about money, it's about rewiring how you think, act, and live. Let's get started. We grow up believing that hard work is the golden ticket to success. Work hard and success will follow. That's the story we've been told. And while hard work is important, it's not the full picture. Every day, millions of people wake up early, grind through long shifts, and push themselves to the limit that they're still living paycheck to paycheck. So if hard work alone doesn't guarantee wealth, what does? The answer lies in something deeper, something foundational. It's not about doing more, it's about thinking differently. The one habit that separates the rich from the broke is this: the habit of intentional thinking before acting. Let's call it deliberate action, with long-term intent. Wealthy people think before they act. They consider long-term consequences before short-term rewards. They play the long game. They pause and ask, will this decision bring me closer to freedom? Will this expense create value or drain it? Is this action aligned with my future vision? The broke mindset, it's reactive, impulsive, emotionally driven. It chases instant gratification, avoids discomfort, and operates on autopilot. Let's explore how this plays out in real life. Imagine two people, both earning the same amount. One spends impulsively new shoes, new gadgets, takeout every night, buying things to feel better. The other takes a pause before spending. They ask, do I need this, or am I escaping something? They track their budget, invest early, and save for the future. 10 years later, the first person is buried in debt, constantly stressed and stuck in survival mode. The second person, they built assets, gained peace of mind, and created choices. The difference isn't income, it's behavior. It's the habit of intentional thinking that rewires how we handle money, time, and energy. The rich treat time like the most valuable currency. They ask, how can I multiply my time? They eliminate distractions. They invest time into things that pay off later, like learning, health, relationships, and building systems. Broke thinking spends time as if it's infinite. Hours go into scrolling, watching TV, chasing comfort. But time is the one thing you can never get back. The rich understand this. It's why they use time strategically, not emotionally. They wake up with intention. They design their day instead of letting the day control them. The habit here, consistently thinking before doing, being conscious, being deliberate. Another key trait of wealthy individuals is the ability to delay gratification. They understand that short-term sacrifice leads to long-term gain. They skip the dopamine hit today for a bigger reward tomorrow. This doesn't mean they never enjoy life. It means they don't sacrifice the future for the present. Every purchase, every scroll, every hour matters. The broke mindset says, I deserve this now. The rich mindset says, I'm building something bigger. This small habit of pausing, thinking, and choosing long-term value is the invisible engine behind real success. Our emotions are powerful drivers of our choices. When we're tired, stressed, or anxious, we often make poor decisions. The wealthy build emotional discipline. They don't let fear, frustration, or ego dictate their actions. They've trained themselves to pause, reflect, and respond rather than react. It's not that they don't feel emotion. They've just developed the habit of thinking above emotion, of not letting their temporary feelings sabotage their permanent goals. This isn't natural. It's built through repetition and reflection. But once mastered, it becomes a superpower. The rich also apply this habit to learning. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Instead of blaming, they take responsibility. Instead of repeating mistakes, they reflect and adjust. They read books, listen to podcasts, hire coaches. They stay humble, knowing there's always room to improve. This continuous self-evaluation is part of the same habit-intentional, future-focused thinking. Broke thinking often avoids growth. It resists change. It says that's just who I am. But nothing keeps someone broke more than the refusal to evolve. Who you spend time with shapes how you think. The rich understand this deeply. They intentionally choose their circle. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, who inspire growth, who think big. They ask, is this person lifting me or limiting me? Broke thinking often stays in comfort zones around people who validate mediocrity. But if everyone around you is broke in mindset, guess what direction you're being pulled? Changing your environment might be hard, but it's often the key to unlocking your potential. Again, it comes back to the habit of reflection, of questioning instead of accepting. The rich habitually take ownership of their lives. As they say, this is my life, my responsibility, my choices. Broke thinking often blames circumstances, other people, bad luck. But blaming gives away your power. Ownership gives it back. This mindset shift, once internalized, changes everything. It makes you the author of your story instead of a passive character. And that transformation begins with the same habit we've discussed. Pause, reflect, choose with intention. So, how do you build this life-changing habit? Start small. Each day, build in moments of pause. Before spending money, ask, is this aligned with my future goals? Before saying yes to something, ask, does this move me forward? Before reacting emotionally, take a breath and ask, what's the best response for my future self? Write down your goals. Revisit them often. Let them guide your daily actions. Success isn't built in big leaps. It's built in these small, consistent choices stacked over time. That's how the rich think. That's how they act. And it's something anyone can learn. This one habit, the habit of intentional thinking before action, may not be flashy, but it's powerful. It's the quiet force behind every success story you admire. It doesn't require genius. It doesn't require luck. It requires awareness, discipline, and repetition. The good news is, you can start today. You can begin practicing the same habit that separates the rich from the broke. Not next year, not when things feel perfect. Now, because your future self is already watching, and they're counting on you to make the right choice.